Right behind me here, we have the brand new 31-foot Carolina Bay Tidewater boats. And let me tell you guys, this is the brand new and largest bay boat on the market. What is going on, guys? Ryan from Livin here, and we are back here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show 2023. We're having an absolute great time and have the absolute pleasure of being here at the Tidewater booth to check out the world's largest bay boat here, the brand new 31 Tidewater. Let's hop aboard and show you guys some really awesome features that it has to offer. As always with our boat walkthrough videos, we're going to be starting up in the bow of the boat, and let me tell you guys, the bow of this boat is quite magnificent. It is every fisherman's dream to have a casting platform that is this big. You can go over here, cast on this side, cast on that side. I mean, you can see how much I can actually walk around this boat. Throwing casting that's up here, casting out poles and live bait is no problem. You can fit a party of people up here, and it is absolutely probably one of my favorite features on this boat. So on this huge casting platform in the bow here, we're gonna have a couple hatches, which is pretty standard for most boats, including our windlass over here. So you can see, and one unique thing is that on the side here, we are actually gonna have our windlass controls. So up and down right there. So that way you're able to control it right here in the bow of the boat. Now right here, we're gonna have quite the large hatch on a nice hydraulic system. And you take a look inside, this is a huge, huge well. I would most likely use for dry storage. Use it as a fish well also. You can see they have a little insert for a 5-gallon bucket right there. Very convenient so that doesn't slide out. Up in the front here, we're gonna have a very nice, really big U-shaped seating. I mean, you guys can see laying down, you can fit another person laying down the opposite way over here. But one thing that is very cool is these cushions are actually going to be magnetized on here. So no more snaps, swivels, and buttons that are gonna break off. You can see a couple little pads on this cushion right here, right here. And if you take a look at the flooring over here, you're going to see where all the magnets are. So that way the cushions just snap right into place. And underneath the cushion, at least this one, the bow, you're going to have a second live well. The main live well is going to be towards the stern of the boat, but it's very convenient to have one live well up here. Like I said at the beginning, if you're pitching some baits and everything off the front, there you go. You have your live well right here. You don't have to walk all the way back of the boat to get a fresh bait. These cushions go back on, not that way. These cushions go back on quite simply. Look at that, right back into place. Like I said, no snap, swivels, or anything you have to deal with. Now the port and starboard side U-shaped cushions over here are going to have a similar setup with the magnetized cushions as well. And you're going to see we're going to have a nice big storage compartment over here. Like I said, you can use for dry storage, you can use for fish, whatever you're feeling like, but they're very nice insulated boxes. Like I said, this magnet feature is something I'm very envious of. I absolutely love it because it is just super convenient. On the port and starboard side of the boat as well, we're going to have these very nice backrests that are not going to pull out or anything like that or store away. It's actually a nice ratcheting system, which is going to be very comfortable to sit in. You can see this. We're going to end up having a speaker over here towards our feet so we can get that music coming right into us while we're relaxing. And then just like so, we can push it back up and fold it right back on down, completely out of the way, however you like to use it. Very convenient feature. Now the upholstery quality here on the 31-foot Tidewater is second to none. It is super comfortable, it seems like very good quality. And let me tell you guys, they did not skimp when it comes to this forward-facing seating here. You can see it has a nice curve that kind of aligns with your body and makes it even more comfortable to sit in. And you can even fit a second person up here. We're gonna have armrests that fold up and down, just like so. And of course, we're gonna have some nice big old storage in here, which we'll open on up and show to you. I mean, look at the size of that box. You can fit all the fish you ever want right in there, and whatever else would you like to use it for, dry storage again, however you like to use it, you can use it here on this Tidewater. So bay boats aren't typically known for their huge cabins, and this boat actually has a really nice cabin. So we're gonna hop on in, and they actually have a full head in this cabin. So it's gonna be a little step on down, and then we could stand up pretty comfortably. We'll take you on in. Now I'm 5'10", I can almost stand up. You can see my head's kind of hitting the ceiling. I just need to be a couple inches shorter. But we are going to have a very nice countertop over here if you'd like to put anything down. And we are going to have a real head. This isn't a porta potty. They fit a whole real head into this boat, which is really cool. We got a couple mirrors over here, and we are going to head on out. Not too bad of a cabin here on a bay boat. The helm station, one of my favorite parts of any boat because I love spending a lot of time behind here. I love driving boats, and let me tell you, they did not skimp out on anything. You can see it turned on all the electronics, so we got some nice accent blue lights going on here. But this helm is really impressive, especially the depth of this console. I'm gonna go ahead and stick my hand in here so you guys can get a little bit of depth of feel there, but I can't even touch the back of the console over here, which is crazy. So if you have jackets, lures, anything like that you want to throw up there, you can kind of toss it up there, kind of forget about it. It's going to be enclosed by this very nice 3-panel glass windshield, which is really, really nice quality. And you guys know, if you watch all my other walkthrough videos, I always like a place for my phone to go. They put a lot of really nice cutouts over here, just so you can put your keys, wallets, phones, anything you don't really want to slide around. You can see it's going to have a tough time bouncing out of the console over here. Now getting into the actual helm station here, we're going to have 2 big old Simrad units over here, along with all of our buttons, which look like they light up very nicely. We have a zip wake system, which is going to be automatic trim tabs. So the zip wake system works on its own. So depending on which side of the boat needs more wake, it'll automatically adjust your trim tabs. This is kind of a new system. Very high tech, very cool feature to have on this boat. We're going to have our Mercury display along with our JL audio stereo system. Little compartments here for any kind of dry storage. This is going to have a joystick on it because it has twins. Overall, a very nice helm station on this boat. So just like the front of the boat, we're going to have some very nice upholstery quality here for our captain slash bench style seating. It seems like a lot of the boats are actually kind of switching over to doing this hybrid between it, where it's one continuous seat, but you also have the option of having individual backrests up like this. So whether you want to stand or sit down, very nice. You have your armrest. Overall, a very, very comfortable helm station for any captain out there on the water. Right behind the helm seats here, we're going to have our little tackle area, as I like to call it. You have a nice countertop with 2 pull holders. These are actually pull holders slash cup holders, and then 2 designated cup holders. That way you can work on any of your rigging and stuff like that. You kind of throw it on the counter over here, tie some knots, whatever you want to do. In addition, we're going to have a nice size live well. You guys remember at the bow of the boat, we had our first smaller live well. This is going to be the rear live well. Nicely etched with the Tidewater logo on there, and you do have a little aquarium window, as I like to call it, so that way you can easily check on your baits. Now right below your live well, we're going to have some tackle storage that is going to slide right out. You can see lots of individual drawers here. These actually are going to pull out too, so if you want to change up your setup, you can, and you're going to have room for tackle boxes in and out. Very nice storage, and these compartments are going to be locking compartments. That way you don't have to worry about any of your tackle getting stolen if you're going to be leaving it on the boat. Now there's also going to be a couple more storage compartments underneath the helm seats as well. Now because this is a bay boat, they didn't really feel it was appropriate to put big old tuna doors on the side for people to get in and out of the boat easily. So they actually came up with these steps, which are going to be electronically controlled, and there's a step on the port and starboard side as well. So you're going to have to add and push this button, just like so. You're going to be able to fold up and down a step for you to get on and off the boat. Very convenient, especially when not having tuna doors on this boat. Wow. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Now towards the stern of the boat over here, we're going to have another little casting platform over here. You can see you can stand on, comfortably walk, do kind of the same thing you could do in the bow. Not as big of a platform, but throw casting nets, cast your poles, whatever you guys want to do. But the cool thing is this is going to convert into a very, very awesome forward-facing seating situation. So I'll show you that. You can see we have the one cushion up here folded up, and it's going to be very easy to just transform this from a casting platform to luxury seating options. Take a look over here. We have a 3-seat option, all very comfortable for your guests to be sitting on. Now underneath these little seats on the port and starboard side of the boat, we're going to have a little bit of storage. You can see right in on there. Going to be whatever you want to use it for. Like I said, dry storage, fish storage, however you're going to be using it. Now, like I said, we have the same thing on the starboard side of the boat. Now, underneath the center seat here, we're going to have something unique. So we're going to open it on up. We're going to have a little compartment over here that you're going to be able to maybe throw a thing or two into. Nothing huge, but this is actually going to pop on out, and it's going to be a very convenient way to access your bilge over here if you want to see if anything is wrong very easily. So we're going to pop this back in. Now, that access does not make it very easy to maintain your bilge. If you have to change something out, that's going to be a little bit difficult. Now, we're going to close this on up and actually lift up this whole hatch, just like so. And look at that bilge access. This is one of the most impressive bilge access you will see on any boat, let alone, but especially on a bay boat here, which is going to have a motion activated light. You can see just like that, it's going to be turned on. And you can see how neat and clean all the wires, the plumbing, everything like that is here. Like I always say, you could tell a good build quality of a boat based upon its bilge access and how everything looks in here. Now, pushing along this 31-foot bay boat, you're going to want a lot of speed and a lot of power, and they definitely provided here with it. At Tidewater, they put twin 400 Mercury racing motors onto it. The racing part is an option. You can do the standard 400s if you like, but if you want that extra speed, you got to go with the racing. And in addition to that, we're going to have twin power poles over here, so that way you guys can anchor up without actually having to use your anchor. Now, there are so many features on this boat, it's almost impossible to cover them all. Like, we have all of our rod holders. Like I said, there'll be plenty of rod holders on this boat because this is really a really good bay fishing boat here. We're gonna have side storage underneath our gunnels for all of our boat brushes, gaffs, nets, all that kind of stuff. We have underwater lights and everything. Guys, this boat is absolutely decked out, and it can be yours for the price of $319,000. Guys, Tidewater really makes an excellent boat. I made a walkthrough video of their 23-foot center console at the Miami Boat Show, and I titled the video and labeled the boat as the most affordable 23-foot center console. Now, there were a couple boats at the show that would have been maybe $10,000 or so less than that boat, but I felt the bang for your buck, you were getting it best there at the 23 Tidewater. And I can tell you, they absolutely did not disappoint with this brand new 31-foot bay boat, the largest bay boat in the world. That's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the walkthrough video today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below if you like watching these boat walkthrough videos, or maybe you're into some fishing content, because we do lots of that kind of stuff here on Livin Salty. Make sure you guys subscribe so you guys are notified of those videos in the future. And if you guys want to see a video just like this, I'm gonna go ahead and link one that I think you're really gonna like here at the end of the video on the left side of the screen. Make sure you guys go check that out next. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Until my next video, remember to keep living salty.